Night Daniel, did you send an announcement out? Awesome. Okay, what the heck am I looking at? I feel like there's a there's a
No,
lot going on.
these
on
these are these are two comps for
the
sure.
Oregon comp is very interesting.
I'll fuck with it.
It just got better. Are we seeing this? The triple duelist Sage out of Oregon? Northwestern a little bit more conservative, perhaps, with the Viper pick, but maybe we'll see something out of Stan.
We're gonna see deadlock, bro.
I meant some kills. I know what agent he's picking. Stan 5370, known for not being able to play any other character. Okay, well, that is a little bit sad. I've just looked at Oregon's comp again, and we lost to the duelists. Instead, Cypher Sage. That'll be interesting to see. The Cypher nerfs. I haven't really seen Cypher played since then. Is this game played with the patch? Okay, so the Cypher is going to be a little bit less info than they're used to, maybe.
They got the double senti though. That's a good block.
Yeah, that could really help on the defense side, but they're not starting there, so they need to make it there with a couple of rounds first.
Interesting. We see K-Vox on the Viper here.
Yeah,
Not sure how familiar he is with this character.
Not really the type of player that you normally expect to be seeing on Viper, but hopefully demonstrating some flexibility here. I like the wall. That looks like he at least learned that. And the deadlock Viper on B is quite tough, but it looks like Oregon's not going to see it. Instead, running into this stack. There's that wall. The
Spike down A.
Rush here. Yeah, should be able to go for more. Goes for more, gets one more.
He fakes the TP, I believe, first kill after, but getting the second one's pretty good there, and now Northwestern has plenty of time to see this rotate coming. Stan spots one out.
Do we give him a free there? Yes.
We do. Well, not quite. He's at 5 health here.
Alright, 50% discount.
They're both very low. The spamming could be good here, but I'm sure is a little nervous after his first teammate gave one away.
Yeah, I'd love to see Northwestern group up here a little bit more.
Yeah, that would be
taking
great.
A lot of 1v1s.
Stan not known for that type of play. So the best we're going to see is Submerge and Shura trying to tether here for the trade. Both these players are really low on the side of the team.
Where are you?
Oh, that eye's going to be brutal if he lands it.
Marked one.
Oh, and it doesn't
barely
get
caught
broken.
him.
Spots one. That is bad.
30 seconds left.
They're going to have to run through that.
They do just full disrespect. The bomb's going to go down.
Spike planted.
Got a bit of space on site. Stan's still pretty far away, but both the players sitting on top of each other here. One bullet from the Sheriff. Cam broken, no more information. I think he saw two, though.
Love to see this duel between the Deadlock and Omen here. Shannon's gonna clear it walking up.
Last player
standing.
He doesn't check it, but he wins anyway.
Submerge takes the other one. Not bad for Northwestern to start here. That initial fight, I think, actually, like, very well coordinated.
Yeah, definitely something you need to do early with this comp too, because I think it kind of struggles fighting the A main area. So being able to prove that you can fight first and win it, that's pretty big.
Yeah, the Deadlock Viper is going to be holding back the early fighting potential of this, but they did it well there. And to be honest, besides the neon stun, it's not like the other side's got much more useful to work with. This is a very slow game.
Sound sensor up.
See, another 1-4 default.
Barrier
Coming out of
deployed.
Oregon.
Stan, you consider the deep B main sound sensor?
Please tell me we're not fully leaving B. Alright, we're not. It looks like they are making some progress A main.
Not gonna fall for the clone though. I don't think they have a lot of information. Northwestern doesn't know that there's 4 players here, but I'm not sure that we're gonna see any presence out of Oregon. Ooh, the peak timing. I think Sloth spotted Submerge there, but not the other way around. Maybe playing this angle, he does know something's up, but Oregon's abandoning this. They're going back towards the mid play, it looks like. Very interesting decision making with, I think, not much investment behind this. But they're all the way up close to top mid here. This crossfire is going to have to be strong, and versus Classics, I can't imagine Northwestern losing.
Especially with the orb and the molly, this should be very strong.
Yeah, the volley and then the blind misses. The other 4 players are trapped here.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
he's
jumped
out
up on
the
him.
murder.
30 seconds left.
Luckily, yeah, not at all ready for that. So,
That's a great
jump.
jump.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Mow him down, Shannon. Mow him down.
Holding mouse 1 there for the entire magazine.
Mouse 1 and W.
Yeah. You love to see it from Stan.
Can't stop, won't stop. It's a lot like our economy. Can't stop winning. Alright, entering this round 3, I'd love to see a specific Northwestern strat here than just another default, but it does look like we're just going to hit the same default.
Yeah, surely we're looking at some sort of activity
Listening.
with the 5 SMGs this early, but...
Yeah, I'd love to see like a walk up with a wall here, especially just trying to get close range with these SMGs. Yeah, this is great.
Something out of Kvox, but this is a solo play. If he gets 1, this is awesome. He does get the first one. Oh, could have had
No
the
trigger
second.
discipline.
Clancy trades it out.
It does leave Shannon on quite the island here.
I just took 100 damage from that spam, and yeah, Stan is a little bit isolated here, looking to play off the trip, but I think it's going to get set off by this Yorclone. Their own Yorclone! Stan not sure about it. Oh, cosmetic stun.
Oh, good shots on a
Cosmetic
Submerge.
bullets.
Good
Submerge
shots
two.
on a Submerge. We'd love to see a little cooldown here. Just wait for the 2v3 to come in.
Util is still holding some space backside. I think there's no way to know that Stats is here though. Fade Dog will
Fade Dog
spot,
attaches.
so
Get this Omniblind. We do have to break first, yep. And if we can get a good Omniblind here.
Aquatic
Last
fights alone
player
first,
standing.
and sure it doesn't capitalize fast enough. The clock's gone away and
Yeah.
split the difference.
Tough.
Can't get a single shot. But that's a bonus round. Northwestern 5 SMGs into that, maybe 5 rifles this round. No big deal.
Definitely just unlucky from Shannon too. The full cosmetic stun is tough.
Sound sensor up.
Arguably could have played it a little better. Perhaps swinging long.
I'll find you.
Being closer to not make a lot of sound. So that Fade Eye is a bit fraudulent information here. Aquatic's gonna be able to walk up all the way on.
Let's see, does Shannon ego peek this? It's looking likely.
Ooh, Stats wasn't
Ooh,
ready
misses
for
his
it, but
opportunity.
yeah, Stan can't capitalize. Now this is a bit of an insane play, all the way up mid, not checking, Submerge.
Bring them down.
On the other side, A main, Aquatic did still have that
There.
space. So can't be traded. And basically what has
I
happened
have
here
the
is
spike.
Oregon's just given away 2 fights. Completely untradeable. I've still got 3 players. They can regroup and hit this. Site is, unfortunately, the Deadlock and the Viper, and they've got this orb on main and a sensor in deep main. That, if they don't spot this, this could be bad. And they won't. That's going to stun 2 of them, but
30 seconds left.
instead of capitalizing, Stan actually playing kind of safe here. And that's 2.
Did that here
There's
too with
smoke here.
a Molly should be great. Oh, it doesn't
Well,
scan him
actually
too?
blocks
Molly's
the
great,
eye.
19 seconds. You gotta get a move on here, guys.
Dog gets broken when he shoots. It doesn't matter. It's way
Spike
too late.
down,
Oregon can't
B.
do anything here, and
10 seconds
great
left.
shutdown.
he's just trying to save here. Shura on the way can hear this. They can hear each other, actually.
Team Ace.
Clancy's not ready, and that is a flawless round for Northwestern.
Go, go, go.
So, bit of a tough round here for Oregon, I think. We've got one Sheriff and one Stinger. And it looks like that's it. An armored classic on the Neon. Interesting decision making. But at least this time they're gonna have everyone in the same spot, and they're completely coordinated here. The Neon is very deep.
Spike down A.
Can't isolate a target. Spike here. So Oregon's lost the bomb. And nothing to show for it. Awkward flash for Sloth.
Last player standing.
Scratch that. Aquatic uses both. Clancy 25 health classic. Cam gets broken. I think he might be dead
Flawless.
here. Hey, we're even investing the blind. 2 rounds.
2 agrees here.
It's a bit unfortunate. Down at the bottom there, the 005 from Current, the Neon player on Oregon. You hate to point it out, but the way that these comps are, the entry power is really important. And they have 0.
I hate to see it. Would love to see a good turn up here. Already a slide used. So we'll see. It's just a really fast A exec here. Trying to keep it simple from a calling perspective. But Northwestern will get 2 here in time. The site will be theirs. Let's see if we can get anything to spam up this eye before the wall goes up.
Spike
Does
planted.
not
actually
look like
break
it.
the eye this time, and that molly kind of gonna be wasted because they can't spam off it. This ult could be good if you just wait a second. It looks like Northwestern is mostly grouping from this alley retake.
Bring them down. Face your fear!
This could be critical. Okay. It will catch 2 players. The rest get out or are coming short, and Stan will pop out with the kill first.
All the kills going Northwestern's way.
Terrible! From the
One
elbow
enemy
side.
remaining.
Short players
It's
are trying
planted
to take
safe. We
back-
could just
Player
stick this.
standing.
Full stick comes in.
Oh, and
Great
the-
retake from Northwestern.
Got a little sketchy there at the end, but unfortunately the order of the kills just really not ideal there for Oregon. You gotta wonder, they had so much space on site and they still chose to plant
I'm
in
outta
that
here.
corner. Northwestern didn't even end up spamming off the molly. They couldn't have known that they weren't in position to do that, but that will probably hurt if they watch the replay.
Cutting through.
Aquatic bringing out the options.
Trying to get ahead of the wall.
Wall.
Oh, misses the shot though.
$4,700 to take 100 damage. What a
This
deal.
is the one thing about this Viper wall here extending all the way to A main is if you want to apply the mid pressure by putting it up, you're also unfortunately just giving them A main really.
Yeah. A weird trade-off that I think Northwestern was not quite coordinated for. Ooh, Clancy's not ready for that though, so the man advantage is given back. We just use the Omen ult. We've put 2 players back on B site with no movement, so I'm not sure what triggered that, but we've just left elbow open here, and it looks like Oregon knows.
Yeah, and if things get dicey here, Sage also has the res.
Yeah, this is pretty sketchy. They're gonna know after that smoke. That Aquatic's even basically given up this angle. We'll be back on it now, but it's smoked off. He can't do anything to stop this. And
Spike
A very
planted.
early Euro. We
That's
can't.
Bring them
A
down.
very early two ults. Shannon's not even across mid yet.
their teammates aren't there to capitalize. No, so that's both ults completely worn off, and it's still 4 versus 4. What is that net doing? They've got elbow smoke, 3 of them stuck, and the main player goes down.
This will be a great tether.
One of the elbow players is going back, but not in time, and it's just over. Again, not planted for me.
What? What was that shot? Shannon, one of the greatest run and gun players of all time.
He just does it like no one else, man.
For a good reason. Do not look at this and copy it.
Okay. You do like to see the coach for Oregon misuses. Using the timeout here. 6-1 down. Pretty good spot to use it. I would imagine he's probably talking a lot of shit about the Neon player.
I would imagine we're actually going to talk about how we need to get aggressive in these post plants.
How my Neon player is like James Bond.
007. You know, if this was... Never mind. In these post plants, Northwestern's really just giving these up for free and opting to play retake. I think I really enjoy seeing Oregon go for a play post plant where it's like, I don't know, go for CT or go for connector at least on A or something like of that nature, because we're getting the site for free, which we can save so much util by getting onto site, and then they just play off.
Yeah, they really are just keeping Northwestern keeping all their util, and Oregon's just not pushing for that space. Like we saw in the last round, they all just backed up elbow. They weren't even playing on site. They gave back some of the space they had. Not even just didn't take more. We'll see if they can do something different this time. Another A-take, it looks like. Ooh, aquatic close with a shotgun does not work. Sorry, that was the shorty because he was that close to the off. And that double entry is going to make things really tough. Sure gets two.
Oh,
Wow.
Last player standing.
Oh, tough spray from K-Box, though. Maybe looking more like a Viper player than normal.
Spike planted.
I know exactly.
Stand
Shannon, not enough running and not enough gunning.
Standing a little too still for his signature.
Station is for amateurs. Let's go.
But the Faith player on the Oregon side, Savy, getting 3 kills, 2 of those entries. I feel like the off peaks have not been there for Northwestern. I can't lie. I'm just thinking about the rounds that they've lost.
Yeah, definitely looking like a rifling team right now.
I must wait a moment.
I will have something to say about that. In position again. Does he really want to hold this angle versus the may as well not shoot at all. Minus 100 health again on that. Submerge, thankfully.
Spike down A.
Classic comes out.
Here.
For the trade, and that's what's up.
Let's see what sure can get done here. It has a great timing if he could.
You will not kill my ally.
But the res comes in, it's all 4 elbow now.
Ooh, aquatic thing. I don't know if they spotted that. And stands close enough to get that kill. So this is just one side from attacks coming from.
So we just gotta not over.
Face your fear.
He used the fatal to isolate the offer, and Shura walks out, gets That's unfortunate. Now they know
Last player
exactly who's down
standing.
with that op in the pre-fire.
Spike
comes in,
planted.
so. Another 1 versus 3. This time K-Vox has some ideas where they might be, but this is just gonna be.
One down.
Like,
One
should have
enemy
been an
remaining.
instant trade, but instead flops. Lets his teammate go down, and Savy's in a terrible
I'll
spot
find
for this.
you.
Yeah, once again, planted safe.
He takes the half, taps it again. And the reaction is
Just like
almost there, but
fairly
not
easy
quite.
1v3.
Clutch.
Yeah, a great 1v3, but really, you gotta question why we're planting safe again.
Planting safe for the post plant, just absolutely miserable there. I think the Omen almost going for a peek and then not going for a peek to cover his teammate, isolating those first 2 fights. Just a couple of like micro situations that are more misplayed than I thought was possible. But I guess you learn new things every game you play, and it looks like Aquatic has finally learned not to opt.
Listening. Barrier deployed.
Let's see if Shannon can hold down the B push. A lot of pressure off the start. This is a different show for Northwestern, so let's see if the over rotate comes in.
Looks like they're
It doesn't it?
No
considering.
surprise.
Oh, the stun actually gets one. They've seen that sensor twice before. And actually
Huge
spam
from
through gets
Shannon.
him. Oh. That is just brutal. they really tried to have more of a default on the side of Oregon this round. They thought they'd done enough conditioning for the fast A plays that they've done maybe 4 or 5 times in a row, but it stands too good.
Got one.
Oh, just a little slow on the trigger there. Submerged lets them through top mid, and now this is a little bit hard.
But Shannon with his
Stan
third
gets
on for the ace. They're going into him.
One enemy
Great
remains.
ult.
The first
Oh,
ult Stan has ever hit on this character. That's a
What a powerful moment for it to
They're
happen.
Yeah, that is absolutely incredible. It's just unfortunate to be on the other side of such generational talent as Stan 5370.
And my broadcaster is not muted. Powerful.
Sound sensor up.
Oh, that's real.
My
In that case, I win for
broadcaster
now.
hearing voices.
I'm schizo, bro.
That is unfortunate. But we'll see if. Okay, we've gone straight back to the 5A rush down for the side.
Full gamble.
Watch
No
out.
Stewie.
Go, go, go.
Real ones, no.
I'm out of here.
This is another free site. Let's see if they've learned their lesson. Are they just going to let Northwestern hold all of this other space, or are they going to try to take something?
Spike
Oh, a
planted.
huge
That's a
Bucky.
good start.
200,
Submerged
full box.
Bring them down.
full overextends, and they know where Aquatic is isolated. Sure, I'm not ready for that heat. Almost gets spammed out. And Aquatic isolated and down. This is really bad for Northwestern. Playing up connector.
But they just keep going into him.
That
Guys,
is
guys.
bad. He's got 10 health. Shouldn't be able to do much more, and life is so late here. Unless Stan gets this one, maybe it's on. 2 versus 2, not planted for where both the players are playing at short.
We have Molly.
They have to
One
wide
enemy
swing
remaining.
into this, but
Yeah, Molly,
doesn't
just kick it.
hold it. But K-Box gets both.
Do they have the time? Just barely they have the time for the clutch. These retakes are just insane.
Last round in the half.
Help but
Buy
feel
the
like
best
Oregon
gear
made
before
that
it's too
easier
late.
than it needed to be for Northwestern.
Yeah, we do keep planting and then running away from the plant. Kind of powerful in a way. But I think the bigger issue there was it was a 5v3 if they just actually did what I was asking them to not do earlier, which is just chill. They had the advantage, there was no need to push aggressively once again, then they went to Frank and
Yeah, that was
just got 2.
good capitalization on the overextend by Shiro.
Go, go, go.
They're faking the fast A, but there's actually not anyone here to receive it this time. They're playing so far back on site. No one's even elbow. So this default's not going to cause, well, I say that, not going to cause much of an issue. Actually, Stan was about to leave, and the other 2 players have already left. You'll see them running back now off this presence. The wall's broken. We'll see if they have any object permanence about that deep main trip. But, okay. What is that camera for?
Camera.
Sure. About the presence being shown there. Somehow this has manipulated the rotates. They've got 3 players on B and just Aquatic sitting on default on A. There is so much space if Oregon takes this. Aquatic's going to have to come up absolutely huge here to give his team the time to come back to this. If Oregon can capitalize in the next 10 seconds or so, this should be They're getting blinded, not
30
spotted by that.
seconds
Gunned down though, gets
Spike
one,
down
can't get more. Really, what more can you ask? Submerge actually spamming one through.
Spike planted. My ult's ready.
Doctors, they're actually all here already. This is a
One enemy
2.
remaining.
Oh my god,
And they just go into the crossfire.
Yeah,
And a great defensive head from Northwestern.
Yeah, absolutely pristine, honestly, from Northwestern.
Yeah,
Capitalizing on a lot of mistakes made here. And this won't end with a single player negative.
Switching sides.
So, pretty good showing. We'll see if they can keep it up. They do have a bit less of an entry in terms of you've got the Yoru instead of the Neon, but that wasn't
That
really
goes
doing
there.
Oregon any favors. So, okay, we don't know our lineup.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
We do know our lineup.
No more
Clean
trouble.
it up
Yes,
there.
this should do.
But looks like a very
Yeah, with this
mid-
double
This
senti
goes
comp
here.
that Oregon's doing here could spell disaster for Northwestern. So I'd like to see their approach. I'd like to see some util try to get broken off rip instead of just going for a hard rush. So let's see what's going on here.
big mid-fight's about to happen. They're walked through that smoke actually. Yeah, actually, Shady's alone at first. Sloth gets one, but Submerge trades it, and this is just very awkward. Northwestern kind of withdraws from this fight, and that's probably the right call, but
The pivot into B here, Shannon is fully walked up.
Oh,
Gets a horrible time on the
Oh, Sloth!
Oh, the
good
really
timing, not
timing
expecting the
happened.
second one.
wide swinging with bomb, by the way.
Yeah, very, very awkward fight. Now in the 3v3, gives Northwestern a bit of room to breathe, and
The
they've got
fast
the health
pivot into A is
advantage.
great here.
Yeah, they're gonna get here way before. They're worried about tiles. There's no one on this hemisphere. They're taking the long way, so actually, except for Savy, the other two
Healing.
players. Oh, and the heal does finally.
Bring them down.
Took so long, I forgot they had that.
Let's see,
Planting stats
does
will
Northwestern
appear in
also
time.
plant safe? No, they don't plant safe. Wow, powerful.
Spike
Forget that
planted.
this plant also screwed up Oregon a couple of times, but Northwestern does still have the elbow player here. But if Shure
Let's see if
goes
they're
down,
aware of the flank here, because Sure is just going to get
doesn't
stabbed
look
in the
like they
back.
are. He turns back
Enemy
into
down.
fight,
Where are
but Savy takes a kill, and now this is exactly the Oregon situation. They cannot watch this plan. K-Box is rotating around.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, K-Box is two!
Two.
And it just works out. It just works out.
So that
See,
flank,
it's actually not that bad
Whatever
of a
happens,
plant for that
it's not
spot.
you.
They planted
Don't
it more
panic.
open than directly in the corner,
Trembling
so you can still get
yeah,
an
they
angle on
did.
it from there.
They did plant it a little bit out, and they also sent around that flank. That's something that Oregon, we didn't see out of it. So, okay, this time Oregon getting a little more desperate.
Gun
We're gonna
here.
see 5 stingers picked up here. I think they have to at this point. And to be honest, with the utility that they've got, the double sentinels, I think this could go well for them. But it looks like they've got 4 set up for aggression on A. That's just
Gotta go.
not Northwestern that. Unless they can catch K-Box on the lurk, which, no, wisely mollies and backs up. They're not going to be able to get anything off this.
Yeah, if we just fast pivot to B, this would be great here.
Sorry, their push got blocked by their own.
Bring
Runs out
them
of bullets,
down.
but they've given away the B site in the meantime, so Northwestern tapping that straight, I think.
Oh,
That is a tough
regen
fight
armor
to
gonna
reach
come in
that.
clutch here. Let's see if they're aware of the
Spike
neon
planted.
flank. Once again, our comp does not have anything for trips.
Bro, a little awkward sometimes there.
Last player standing.
Won't go down, so it doesn't matter. This is going to be 12 for Northwestern. The flank is just too slow.
That's going
Doesn't even get one. Tragic. You get a
Match
score check,
point.
Prod?
That round was closer than you can really give Oregon credit for. 3 of the Northwestern players were
I'm
one
out of here.
from dying there, but unfortunately losing that is just, I mean, surely
I'm outta
they
here.
trip over the finish line. Okay, the desperate final second timeout coming out from the Oregon coach here. Not sure what you can say to get these players to win 10 in a row just to bring it to overtime, but maybe they've got it.
I do like to point out the 2 reverse pies. Kind of beautiful.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
You definitely don't. It's overall just been really just the micro plays that are just seeming to always go Northwestern's way, whether it's retake positioning or even just straight 1v1s or timings. It just seems like Northwestern's pulling just a thread ahead.
Yeah, it is really something I'm not used to seeing from Northwestern, but I don't want to jinx it. The difference here is good fundamentals. It's not really, no one's getting quad kills that often or popping off that much, but Northwestern, when they're positioned to get 2, the Northwestern players are getting 2, and the Oregon players are getting 50 damage. So it's just unfortunate they're not capitalizing on their positions very well and
Don't let them get up.
sometimes giving up good positions while Northwestern is doing the best with what they have. And you can see the difference in score, I think. 4 players, pretty similar scores for Northwestern. Everyone's contributing. We'll be running into a stack here by the time they go through, but
Face your fear!
okay, that cage isn't going to do anything. The trip is broken.
Yep.
Okay,
we
Current's
TP.
ready for that TP. That is
He
a
didn't
bit
even
tough.
flash. Ambitious, I like it.
This third by Shura also a little bit ambitious. Has a lot of A space here, but actually Stats will get here first. So, oh, this could be an awkward timing again, but Stats missed it. So they don't know that each other are here. This is super awkward.
Yeah, let's see if we full clear this backside with a Bucky. This is definitely
We
spelling for
definitely
disaster.
don't. We don't full clear it. And the planter
Oh, but he only gets one.
doesn't go down.
Sure, can he get another? Sure gets
Yeah.
two.
Spike
And
Can he
planted.
get a third?
Shura, and
A great blind from sure.
we're trading Omen blinds. Ooh, Submerged. Lucky to be alive, man.
Last player standing.
But-
See if Shannon takes him down. The
Last
1v3.
player standing.
Oh, he
it's like
gets
a
two.
1v1. Savvy gets 2, and this is all on Stan. He's one bullet to that. Now the Phantom is actually going to be 2 bullets. A little bit awkward. Peeks out of the smoke and doesn't go down for it. If that was a sheriff bullet, he was dead. Oh my god, Stan's just playing with him.
Attackers
What a
win.
funny ending. Oh
What
my
a
goodness.
terrible way
Well
to
done.
end for Savvy there. And Oregon will give it up with 2 rounds only. That is tough. The only player to hit double digits going down there at the end. He doesn't, I'm not sure he knows. If he had kept the sheriff out and just hit the first bullet the same way he did with the Phantom, he would have had that clutch. But, well, you can't really do much against Stan.
Dude, you can't stand as the inevitable.
And was that, whose map pick was that? I'm interested.
Good question.
Okay,
Who's
I'm
pick?
being told that was Oregon's map pick.
Oregon's map pick.
So, maybe a bit too much time in the lab. But, I mean, it is just, look at the top 4 players on Northwestern there. There is only one player on the Oregon side really doing any damage, and that's just tough to keep up with.
Well, a great map 1. Be ready to see map 2.
Yeah, we got an ETA on that, Prod? Sure, sounds good. We'll see you guys.
Gold, gold, gold.
We're ready to get back into it. Second map is split, picked by Northwestern. I'm interested to see how much we're gonna see change up on these comps. Because those were a little weird last time, compared to what I know. Oh yeah, absolutely nothing changing up about Stan's pick. Looks like Kvox will be on Viper again. This might be a new character arc we're seeing. But on the side of Oregon, pretty aggressive comp if they do lock this in.
Would be a double duelist. Very bursty.
Yeah, definitely with the Sky and... Oh, not two duelists. It looks like they might be picking up the Cypher instead. I kind of do like to see this. Savy was the one player who was winning fights consistently on the side of Oregon, and putting that on your entry power in Raze is probably going to go better than last game did. That being said, Northwestern didn't even need their entry power. Aquatic was going down pretty regularly, and it just didn't matter. So, hopefully seeing a bit more competition, a bit more life out of the players on Oregon this time.
Yeah, definitely interested in seeing how they'll treat this defensive half. Seeing as we didn't see a whole lot of their defense last game.
Yeah, maybe a chance for them to show off some more set plays, a little bit more coordination than just having to force buy down because they were down so many rounds.
Yep. And interesting here, we have Shura on the Astra. Honestly, he's known significantly more for his Omen, so I'm interested to see how this will go.
Yeah, not really renowned for his other smoke characters, usually TPing behind his teammates or his enemies in plat and getting 2, and calling that a highlight. But let's see what he can do with Astra. And already, it does look like a little bit more of a coordinated initial play will be seen from the side of Oregon here. I say that. Maybe they're just stacking this A site and going to play it passive anyway. I'm thinking, though, that between the Omen and Raze, they probably want to take this aggressive. Northwestern, though, putting 4 players towards mid. 1 on the sewer side, and then a lurk through B in Shura. And, you know, Stan's Deadlock is as good as a duelist.
Of course. Similar amount of scaling.
They can't rotate with that wall, and they've actually backed off of being moved. This is very passive coming out from Oregon, and they're just going to give up the site completely.
And the perfect call, seemingly, from Northwestern, as long as they can end in strong post-plant positions.
Submerge
You're
actually
really late
can't
to get this
believe it.
bomb plant down.
They're going to push up, though, and
And gets 2 heaven!
Player standing.
actually incredible that Stan
And just
wins
all the
those.
fights go to Northwestern's way. Everyone's just gonna look heaven now. Oh, nice shots.
But what more can Current do here? There's a player below him. There's one playing pillar. Isolated fight available. Will go down. And
enemy
Submerge
remaining.
slow on the
And a
trade.
1v1.
10 health left. 1 versus 1 for the ace. Aquatic on an off angle in alley here. This drop is risky. Not looking the right way, but Aquatic's not peeking it. So, not looking at it. Here's him go. That
Oh,
was
and not the
very close
great
to the
attempt.
headshot. That was very close to the headshot for Curran. And that is already more star power than I think we saw out of Oregon in that last game. So things are looking better, but they still lost a 3rd pistol round here. These dueling Viper walls are going to be a little bit interesting if the sides choose to play behind them. They're both slightly awkward scaling for the other side, but it looks like Northwestern just wants to go mid again. And you'd hope that Kvox doesn't get too into the on a round like this.
Yeah, I'd love to see if Stan's gonna push aggressively here into the default. Once you hear the reload, it's almost kind of free just to, just go for that peek right into the smoke.
And you knew he was going to do it. As soon as you heard them try to take that net off, didn't matter, he was alone with the spike. He always capitalizes there. And they're going to crunch down on this Cypher player alone. probably not much to do here. So Clancy's just gonna give it. He sees him close heaven at least. But
This is back-to-back rounds. I know it's just the first two, but where the Cypher's playing completely off on site. I'm wondering to see if this is going to stay the same way the whole half. Then they seem to like to play a lot of retakes.
yeah, we'll see if they continue playing these retakes. It's definitely tough. The Cypher playing offsite after that update where the trip doesn't highlight the enemy anymore. It's much harder to get kills from long range. So it seems a little bit self-defeating for them to play so far off. Cam coming through actually leaves his man dying.
What are we
runs out of
watching?
bullets. The
Dude,
classic
Brock,
duel.
what is this?
Wait,
Wait, guys.
Stats and Clancy both get one. This is a
Cage
2v2 with not enough time left, but that is
Last
not
player
good for
standing.
Northwestern. This
Ed
not
Brock,
gonna be
what did I just watch?
not gonna be a very strong bonus here. Northwestern probably going to have to invest a good amount of money if they want the gun advantage, or even close to it. So we might just see some sheriffs and stingers here, but yeah, that's awkward. Probably on the side of Oregon, a little bit good for morale to win those classic fights. Northwestern have a little bit of breathing room to stabilize with the pistol round and the eco, but it's going to be a rockier start. Both teams kind of waiting for the other to make a move on it here. The Astrostars will get committed, but they're actually not putting that much behind this. They have the bomb, they're trying to split up beats. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
just
know
regular
about the
util
second player
from
events.
Stan here. We'll see how we do with just a frenzy. No armor.
Classic silver buddy as well. But the two players here in Vent are close enough to try to rotate if this big B main presence gets spotted, but as I say that, they're actually going back towards mid.
Yeah, the bird saw nothing mid, so we'll see if Shannon can do something with the walk up here. No, he cannot.
Can't, but Submerge gets the trade. Molly will stop any scaling off that, but look at K-Box, has a little bit of space up A. Cypher's playing on site this time, and with a cam that I don't think can spot this, so until they push all the way heaven, this is going to be awkward. K-Box
30
could go down
seconds left.
Vent and get 1 or 2 here.
Yeah, the thing to look at here is we just have 20 seconds left, so I don't think that lurk can get activated in time. It's all going to be on Clancy here if he can live an elbow.
Oh, and he absolutely
gives them the gun. We got a late flank here from our Astro player
Spike
as well.
planted.
We planted the open with 10 seconds left. It gets it off anyway.
Yeah, not the kind of risk you ever saw Oregon taking. A lot. Oh,
Oh
changes
no, the fight
targets.
goes his way.
That is absolutely terrible. Oh, Savvy will get one, and this is good space, but
It's okay because it's planted open, so we can just triple up heaven here and be fine. We have nade as well. We have poles, sucks, dogs. This is great for Northwestern here.
not, I say not ideal. Stats will take that pretty easy, and
Last player
the
standing.
double
Yeah,
swing is
just
too
nowhere
strong.
near enough time here. A great plan from Northwestern. Very risky plan,
Who said this wouldn't
but
be
it gets to
fun?
their
Really,
well.
they just needed one from Clancy on that side hold. That would have done wonders for Oregon. Oh, and I guess we'll be seeing a much earlier timeout this time. Trying to get his team ready for round 4. It will be a bit of a half buy coming in here on the side of Oregon. Northwestern surviving that kind of awkward eco round will take some of the rifles that Oregon purchased and really be able to start snowballing their economy here. On the bright side, every player on Oregon already has a kill. You could not have said the same by round 8 last game. On the not so bright side,
Yeah.
they don't have any rounds. And they probably won't get this one. Especially seeing as they're kind of set up for a default here. Maybe that'll change after the timeout, but only 9 seconds left freeze time. They don't really have time to prep and go for
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't just like a set strat out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... doesn't look like going to be a set strat. Instead, just setting up as normal here. Ooh, fast
Well,
up
just
mid,
sending
and
it up
Aquatic
mid.
will get the raise kill. The stats actually trades it out, and there's nothing to follow that. The Fate Dog misses current here as well, so this is actually a very good hold.
And the eye
The
misses
eyes
as well.
in a wrong angle and stands distracted by that. Submerge though, looks like he might be trying to check this and actually will cover his teammate there. That is
Nothing there.
And
Classic
the
Stan
average
deadlock
Stan
ult.
ult. If there's one thing you
Classic.
can count on, classic.
Yeah, I think Submerge really saved this round with that check because Stan was not checking that box in mid. But instead, we'll be looking at the 2 versus 4 here. Nothing to really save on the side of Oregon, so I mean, may as well try to go for exits. Maybe pick up a rifle in mid, but probably not going to see much here. Slowly clearing this out.
Down with.
Stan
Down
goes
goes
down for free. That
It's
is a little bit
deleted, but
brutal.
yeah, just no time here. We got pulls, we have eyes.
Last player standing.
Okay. A little bit sketchy. Again, Northwestern losing just a few too many players, but they'll close it out in the end. And
A clean
Submerged
4-0.
looking like the safe pair of hands this game. I think that round could have gone really south with the position that Current had on mid if Submerged didn't check that. That was very close to being very bad. And I hope Oregon can keep their heads in it. They've been very close in a couple of these rounds, which is something we really didn't feel on Sunset. So despite the score, I think this is a much better showing. I do think we just need to see maybe some sort of set play come out though, because yeah, Northwestern's going to take this mid space again. Stan not afraid to just sit in the smoke.
Stan does immediately use half of his utility 5 seconds into the round.
Well,
And,
on the other side,
not
the-
much
the
to show for it.
3 for 3.
The Sky Ult actually hits a few players mid. They know exactly where they are, but Sloth was the only B player, and that makes things really awkward for these A players.
Yeah, the round is won and lost based on their sky here.
Fox
Doesn't-
cannot possibly be ready for this. He's absolutely not looking this way. This is gonna be
No
a free
more
kill.
Viper.
Insult to injury takes him full 5 bullets to get the kill. So K-Box
Taking that
felt
back.
that before he died. And they've got 3 players ready for this B-take. So this is a good stack in the 4v4. The nade is well timed.
Great
That's
nade.
going to be a lot of health. But Savvy only gets
Spike
1.
down, B.
Submerge, good trade. 2 of these players are on half health for Northwestern. But they should have a free plant here. Stats is still very far away. They're worried about a mid lurk that's not coming.
Now we have a Fate ult and an Astro Wall here, so a lot of noise can be cut here. We'd love to see a Submerged wrap start somewhat soon, to be honest, because it's not planted for him. It's playing it safe.
Face your fear.
Okay.
A great
that'll
Fate
be
ult
the
hits
Fate
all
ult.
3.
But Clancy gets to
goes for the-
trade
Last player
anyway.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Clancy got another one, and Aquatic not able to capitalize on that, but time's running low. Oh, he's not looking at all!
Where's... Oh no, where are we looking?
That is a... What?
Wait,
This is no problem.
he lagged out! Oh
What
no.
happened?
Oh no. This is gonna be a tech pause. He definitely just lagged
happened?
out.
Computer...
He definitely just lagged out. Oh, that's so sad.
That is actually brutal. They finally got a round on the board, and it's just completely over. I guess we're expecting a tech pause coming out from that. That is tough. That is just a very sad way to lose a round that you fully earned at that point. That is Aquatic completely giving it away, and I don't know, Clancy's keyboard disconnected or something?
We got a restart.
Yeah, looks like he's restarting. Probably lagging out of the game there. That is difficult. Northwestern probably not feeling great about that one, but it's pretty funny. Sometimes you just have to take the good luck. But you know that that hurts for Oregon. Yeah, it's just brutal. That is just brutal.
You hate to see it in the big 2-5.
That is tough. It's very tough. It looks like Clancy's back on the server moving around.
This is a nice spot.
Hopefully it doesn't keep him down for too long, because those were some really good kills that he got. But we'll have to wait and see. This is another bit of an awkward half buy for Oregon.
Seems like the players are getting ready.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's good. So we're expecting the countdown to resume soon here. Northwestern look like they have plenty of time to talk this over. Stan calling live for the other person unpausing the game. Interesting. Okay,
That's
we
his
will be
aura.
seeing a lot of aggression here from Oregon. They heard that TP though. Aquatic's not blind, but goes down anyway. Kvot's saving it. But the nade from the grave! Sure, and
1v3 for Kvox now. They shredded him in B-Man.
Yeah, this is very difficult, and they don't know it, but Oregon has every opportunity to go get these rifles here. Kvox has completely ditched the site. They're probably going to know from the Cypher util as well once he gets there. Might be a little bit awkward timing with the cam. But seeing the wall go up might be a signal. The Skyflash as well, clearing it out. I think we just... Oh, we saw it. Yep, that's spotted. So they're going to grab some of these rifles and... I don't know. Kvox probably should have taken some site space there, but... I guess now
He's just
hoping
looking
that
to
they'll
fight.
panic rotate, yeah.
But the
Just wants
Cypher
to-
will probably come in here I guess, no?
I'd imagine, but Stats goes looking first and goes down. Now this is a much better opportunity to run back.
30 seconds
He
left.
won't, he'll
Still
bait it out
going just
again.
for the fights.
Clancy and Curran are holding this though, giving the ones, and he's not ready
doesn't
for the
expect
last
the
one.
third. A good attempt.
Pretty close from Kvox, but I'm sure Oregon are very grateful to get their first round on the board after the catastrophe that befell them in round 5. So, good to close that out.
I want to see you crawl.
Now, full buy coming in from both sides, so
Time we've seen
even matchup here. And an early hit Viper ults from Oregon.
Yeah, that will cover most of mid, but... Oh no, the spam Aquatic goes down, barely a bullet in the other direction. That's only one player on B side as well, but that's going to make Northwestern slow down, and they're going to give up the timing of Had.
Spike
Sure it goes down
down.
too. That is just great kills from Sloth here. Kvox
Kvox
hoping
now
to-
going for the complete timing. Dodges the camera. The camera's not set up correctly.
No, it's not. And
Oh no, he dodged that as well. Wait, Kvox has a beautiful timing here besides the trips.
absolutely awful timing from Clancy here. Those trips will get called out for his teammates, but and Stats is here at least to support this. 2 players will try to stop this A site take, but they're completely removed from the site itself, so
I do wonder what that that trip is for there. That's a very high trip. Maybe just for a double satchel, but that'd be about it. I don't know. Going up
Yeah,
against
that-
Yao Ming or
30 seconds
something.
left.
yeah, that
Barrier
must
destroyed.
be. Stan is known for his height, but will go down
Where
so
is
fast here.
everyone? Tripwire
Cypher
destroyed.
ult's invested. They're gonna know both our sides on the elbow side.
And we invest the pit into here. Very
Last
interesting.
ditch
We'll
effort,
see.
maybe.
We'll see if the Raze ult is gonna get used here just to clear out the site, or Kvox gets the first. No Molly, so it's a little bit tougher, but yeah, the Raze ult gets used. A great timing from
Submerged gets
Bazook.
2 though.
And the Raze ult does secure it.
Got very close, but yeah, the result was kind of checkmate. The pit kind of too small on this site, not open enough to really reliably dodge that, so. Gave it their best shot, but I don't know when they were going to use that pit, if not then anyway, so. All things
I mean, it's
considered,
definitely a
attempt.
good use.
But Northwestern will still have money here. Besides Shura on the SMG, they'll have 4 rifles. So if they can win here, they can stop the momentum from completely swapping sides.
Throwing next.
The same net. Let's see if they're trying to get a punish on Stan for his shenanigans this whole game. Just unrelenting on this mid push.
Yeah, Stan, a big fan of the W key. Unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of. Oh, will win the fight here.
It's his.
This
He's
wall
known.
doesn't
He's known there
block
to be a
bullets.
fence player. Oh, Kvox,
Oh.
a great hold here.
Oh,
it
goes
doesn't go his
down!
way. Caster curse, and the
Shura
B
on
main
the
player
other
does
side.
as well.
Both of the extremity players
And
and
the mid
Stan
does,
loses
and
the
just
fight.
like that, we lose 3.
Aquatic does what he can to get around it, but if they don't get this site kill fast, this is going to be bad. Clancy's here on a timing. Aquatic looks away.
standing.
Nice shot, though. Unfortunately, leaving Submerge in the 1 versus 3. And they're quite a lot closer together than the 1K box.
Almost got him through the wall. Oh, if
Clancy-
Clancy went down,
Clancy gave a
it was
fight
almost
there.
winnable.
There was something there. There was something there. Okay, timeout this side from the Northwestern coach. Probably trying to talk things over. They've just lost their economy and the momentum. So,
No more winning. Tough.
yeah, it's not a great situation, and they haven't really had to deal with any hardship so far this game. So it's we'll see if Northwestern do just collapse under the pressure.
But you know what pressure makes? Pressure makes diamonds. And this Stan guy. Yeah, that guy's a diamond.
Yeah, certainly under a lot of pressure right now. 4-8, not a great look for Northwestern's oldest Valorant player. But still plenty of time to turn that around. They're on the attack side after all.
No
Known
escape.
more for running it down.
You are
on
divided.
defense.
Battle out.
Astral Wall will come in. That's a Good way to split up sight here. Aquatic doesn't commit to it, though, and gives one away to Clancy, so they're gonna have sight. They're gonna get a plant here, but 5 versus 4 on the retake. This should be relatively safe. Oh, Deadlock all could get popped here.
Yeah, the round really is on Shura and seeing if he can get anything in this position up here with a stinger.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like they know he's there. Will get spammed out. Doesn't even get to see one.
Oh, do Northwestern take an aggressive timing here.
Last player
Oh, they trade out.
Actually goes their
Oh,
way, but unfortunately,
a great attempt.
they get traded out. Dan goes down with nothing. So it's a 4th round for Oregon. That's all right. It was a half buy, just the Astral, the only real piece invested there. So they won't be too upset about that. You can't imagine.
My thanks. That goes there.
Alright, let's see. If Northwestern going to go for another default heavy round, it seems likely. Not going to opt for that fast burst again. I would love to see them be like just a little bit more aggressive up against this Cypher. As we've noted, Clancy is really playing off, primarily on almost every site that he's holding. It's a lot just playing for retake and playing for a kill trip. So I think if they were to note that, they find the Cypher, they just take the site with less util. I think that'd be great.
Looks like they might do exactly that. They're going towards the A site, and this is, yeah, really understaffed here. Clancy just leaving it completely open. 1 trip and 1 cam. All that's really blocking the way. I don't think they have any information on these players lining up.
Yeah, it's just Shannon being very annoying in middle as always. But honestly, I'd like to see the Deadlock ult just in defense. We know there's the Viper been playing here the whole game. It'd be a guaranteed kill. We Viper, I mean, we raise up right into it. And he just gets spammed out because we don't break the trips, guys. Guys, we've been playing kill trips this whole time.
It's very similar trips as well. They'll still get the site. They've got the plants if they want it, but there's already 3 players in heaven. This is going to be
30 seconds
impossible.
left. Spike planted.
And K-Box just instantly goes down.
Hiding.
And the Cypher will just put the cherry on top. This one is over.
Last
Lock
player
it out.
standing.
Submerge gets his, but that'll be it. 4 players up, and Northwestern's going to be on an eco again.
Yeah, just needed to be aware of those trips. I mean, we have the raise. A nade into the common trip area would have been, honestly, just the best thing you could have done there.
Yeah, just a little bit more attention paid. I'm sure after that one, Aquatic will be happy to give up his nade in favor of not experiencing whatever PTSD that just gave him. But on the SMGs here, it's just got to be a fast
Find them.
And Clancy almost played on site this round. Maybe reconsidering it, but versus the SMGs, this might be the first round that it's not the right decision. On the other side of the map, though, they've cleared out this B main space, and that boombot's going to tell them there's no one close outside either. Spotting out mid, too. They know a lot about the take that's happening here.
Yeah, Northwestern has to speed this up if it's going to have any success. We have full B main space, we have a camera on A, just saw our feet. It's time to go.
That wall's going to do a lot of work isolating Clancy here. This is going to have to be probably a star hold to get anywhere.
But our entry isn't
They haven't
going
spotted
to
him. Oh, they
it
will
works
crunch
anyway.
Spike planted.
Sensor destroyed.
Current does get
your fear!
wow. Clean double trade. Fatal coming out
coming in.
should stall a little bit, but Submerge is in a bit of an awkward spot. K-Vox doesn't get anything. He was the only player with a rifle, I think. Shura might have picked one up, but Submerge, awkward choice.
Standing.
Thought he could play
Oh,
Trigger Discipline,
1v2.
but it didn't quite work. Shura now in the 1 versus 2 doesn't have the pull, so only has that stun. Sloth isn't holding the right angle, but
the kill.
readjusts and it doesn't matter.
It just seems like those micro plays that were always going Northwestern's way at map 1 just no longer are doing
Last
that.
round before the switch.
Yeah, it's just a little bit awkward timing playing off of each other. They're getting caught out too early, giving away so much information. And notice, Oregon's actually going for these early info plays, and it's paying off a lot. Almost everything that you want on the Northwestern side, bar Kvox has a Bulldog, but they're really just trying to pick up this ground. It's been a bit of a brutal situation for Northwestern since that tech pause. Oh, the flash to double check. That is really good information to keep these 3 players here at the B side. But the spike's on the opposite side, so Northwestern's not necessarily committed here. They'll try to re-clear, but it actually just takes out the Razor.
Which we're not shooting?
Ooh, doesn't get that kill, but spotted the player. They should be able to isolate Submerge here, but looks like they don't
The team needs to come back and help him. Guys, a smoke. Guys, a flash. Something. Please, help your fade. What are we doing?
Anything! Submerge gets
Why are we
abandoned.
scaling A?
And Current gets one. He can hear all 3 players in vents here, and they're gonna fight him one at a time. Happy with the first. Stunned out, and the deadlock all a little awkward
Nothing
now.
there.
Will miss. Classic.
He's just completely unclaved backside.
Spike down A.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
that is
Let's go defense. That was very, very sloppy from Northwestern.
Switching sides.
Don't know what the plan was there.
Just an awful, awful track record of holding sites after taking them there. They're getting some space, but they just can't hold on to it.
No charges.
That sort of weakness doesn't necessarily bode well now being on the defensive side. And they don't have the presence to make these big plays. No Omen blinds, and the Raze and the Fade will be playing somewhat together, but not prepared to really capitalize on any space here so far. So Northwestern's just going to have to wait for them to come in. And that was working for Clancy, surprisingly. Started picking up a lot of kills off his info. Up vents already. The Molly's going to try to slow some down. They'll respect it.
Yeah, we got a strong rotate here. 3 people on it.
Toxin screen down.
See once this wall comes down if we're aggressively fighting. And we got 4 full rotate here, leaving nobody B main, just our Astra in heaven.
I think Oregon's trying to pause to get them to go back on the rotates, and Aquatic will start to leave, but it hasn't been long enough. Kvox gets the first. That's a good kill. Clancy spots one on the lurk. Submerge gets
Yeah, great
2.
hold.
Yeah, that is a clean hold from Northwestern. Just not enough presence on the rest of the map to convince Northwestern that this isn't a pause. So we'll try to regroup, but this is still a 2 versus 3 trying to hit into this, so I can't imagine this is gonna go well. Oh, Stan takes a dink through the wall, but still has half health.
Should still be all good.
I'll find you.
30 seconds left.
A couple of low players here. Submerge and Stan both on 50, but wisely go back up. Oh, I say that. Trades a bullet. Now 20 health.
And we got 20 seconds. We don't have time to go B. But we are
This is
speeding
just-
up there and going there
Right
anyways.
there.
There's a deadlock sensor. That's just going to lose the round.
Guys,
They
we
can't do
have
anything about
10
this. Even if
seconds
they got
left.
every kill, there's no time.
Oh no, this is just mean. A deadlock sensor into full into
Player
suck.
standing.
You know, it's actually,
Flawless.
it would have been better just to let them save, to be honest. Save 2 pistols, don't get the money.
Hey,
told you
man,
you're
I
okay.
can't blame
You're
Northwestern
okay,
going
fam.
for those kills.
Good
They
evening.
need a bit of momentum back after that 7-round loss streak.
This is true.
It actually should have been 8. They got
Should
lucky
probably
with
play
that
some
tech,
stars in the astral
all
plane.
things considered.
Should do.
But Northwestern, 6th rounds, and they should have a 7th. Okay, I love to see Aquatic reconsidering that sniper buy. Probably wise to leave that to Submerge. The deadlock wall is going to be a little awkward for these pistols. Stan somehow missing every shot. Maybe not moving enough.
Classic.
But he'll get that orb and get out clean. No damage on the side of Oregon, and that's a little weird, because I think Northwestern's going to be worried about some B garage presence for a while here, even though it looks like the end is going to come from A. Yeah, slowly starting to explore the B garage side while Oregon regroups here. The big question is going to be if they can get out without taking too many deaths from Kvox. Good position here.
Enemy down.
Oh, great
That
spam through
spam's
the wall
good.
as well.
Bring them down.
Off this dog, I'd love to see just a molly, just full stall. No worries.
Dog actually doesn't spot Clancy. That was slightly too late. They will see the spike there. And we can't do this run back, guys. This isn't gonna work. It's the same deadlock sensor. Might end the round again. We're making sure we'll be up in front of it. This is just not gonna work. Northwestern should be flawless here, honestly. And we'll be the same deadlock sensor again.
Oh, we're gonna really have to see if they can adjust to this Shannon util.
No.
Just so strong.
They were looking so coordinated on the other side those last 7 rounds, and it's just one deadlock sensor really gets the best of them. Stan thinks about it, but looks like he's gonna mix it up here.
Listening.
I'm not sure about this deadlock sensor.
Sound sensor out.
Bro, that's tech. You wouldn't understand.
Instant wall versus fall. From a bit
find
of
you.
space, but
Scout destroyed.
they know that there's at least one in heaven, and they'll hear that rope. They're actually triple facing this heaven play. Stan wants to fight this right now. He does not want to wait, and the SMG's gonna be good for this.
It's actually a great
Submerge.
crunch if we could get a tether going here.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
through the
great for the
blind.
SMGs.
Oh, the nade
Two
from back
nade
and
kills.
forth, but Kvox takes one back. Sloth, good kill. So, bit weird now, the 2 versus 3. They know where Aquatic is.
Yeah, we just
They
need
have
to not
regroup
over
here.
peek here.
Spike.
Yeah, a lot of space. Kvox has a lot of space. But at the same time, this time no heaven sensor to ruin Oregon's day, and they've given up both bomb sites. So
Yeah, we have
is a
just opted
plan
for a
here.
full retake here.
Maybe unwise considering the full Cypher util. We could see Clancy do an entire site setup
30
here if
seconds
Northwestern
left.
continues playing this passive. They're so far back. They don't have nade for this retake either. They do have the boom bot, but yeah, now there's going to be trips, and this is a little bit awkward. Oh, I didn't realize how far back towards A Kvox had gone. He's going to be very late to this. There's actually plenty of time for Sloth to get into a deeper main position if he wanted to, but instead it looks like just going to be focused on staying in this pillar area. Looks like
Yeah,
they're
it's
very
almost so late.
cognizant
I
of the play.
wonder if they'll even think about. Oh, the
Oh, the
spam kill just comes
spam!
in on heaven.
That is
Guys, we
so
have to speed this up.
brutal.
There's only like 15 seconds left on this spike.
Last player
Yeah,
standing.
Kvox is just leaving it way too late. That kill's good, but Sloth has
Yeah,
so
it's
much
just
time
so
to
late. We can
reposition.
just play late. Yeah, we can just ring around the rosy. This is lost.
He has to full hold this, and it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, I really just don't know what the plan was there. We have numbers. We give them all the space in the world. Give them minus 25 seconds before we do anything? Have to wonder what Northwestern's thinking there.
I can't imagine they're thinking much.
That, yeah. Yeah.
it's just a little bit unfortunate, maybe. There's just no one taking initiative on the Northwestern side. We saw Kvox almost all the way through the attacker spawn on that lurk. Actually just turned around and went back to A. Maybe they thought that sewers was open, but
going up.
it's just very awkward. Okay, the worst jump peak of all time coming out of Savy. But it won't matter, there's no hold in vents. That break might bait for some idea of a hold in vents, but really it is just Shura and Stan here trying to double up. Deadlock Wall's gonna go down for nothing. Oh, Current gets one on the
Current just
lurk.
gets merge.
And the regen armor allowed to go back up. Kvox has a position here to trade this out, maybe, but And Current's just happy to sit on this. They will have all 3 of the other players in a good position if Oregon decides to go up B Heaven, but they can just go through vent or sewer here, and it's completely brutal. Yeah, it looks like they might try to go vent here, and Stan's gonna walk through this, I think.
Oh lord.
Oh no, he doesn't! Clancy comes through first!
He only gets one, gets
but
instantly traded. Now it's just Aquatic on the site here.
Kvox did get one on the other side. Awkward spot, but finally hits a sniper shot once. Can't hit the second, go figure, goes down.
30 seconds left.
2 versus 2 secured at least.
Alright,
Spike
2v2.
planted.
Astra Viper. They're going a little bit faster, are they? Never mind, we're gonna wait for the Viper to wrap it on.
The util was for a fast out, but Kvox just decides to go around, and these are awkward positions now. Savvy and Stats, both in good spots for this. Kvox might get timings here. Oh, does, but the shot's missed by Stats. Oh, they've spotted him out. They know that he hasn't pushed up. And sure has
You
got
just
a better
don't have a
spot
lot
here.
of time for this, guys.
One enemy remaining.
Ult's ready.
Kvox
Oh, it
gets
works
one and
out, okay.
Stats looks away, so it works out, but can't help but feel that was a little close to the wire. Yeah, Kvox really leaving these retake situations until the very last second. And that round did hit his shots, but you have to wonder if it could have been easier.
Yeah, just really questionable timings taking from Northwestern here, but at least it pays off that one time.
Aquatic picking up the Outlaw again. Oregon will be grateful for the way in. But actually looks like they'll completely dodge this. What a Sky Flash. He starts not super clean. It will be Stan holding this alone. This is the latest I've ever seen him have a wall in a round.
Latest he's actually ever put down a wall in his life.
And that... I can't help but think that that wall is a little awkwardly positioned, even if they did try to come out, but they won't capitalize anyway. It looks like they're waiting for this to go down. Oh, he's gonna walk through this. The Viper orb will protect him and thinks better of it, goes back, but I don't like how close he's playing this with the Outlaw. You have not been hitting your shots with these snipers today, man. You might be giving away an Outlaw. Okay, good timing. They decided to back up and will capitalize.
Proving you
on
wrong.
Clancy Lane. That is 2 sniper kills in total. Kvox will dodge that blind.
One enemy remaining.
Gets
Did we
3.
know he TP'd in? No, we didn't.
Didn't hear the TP, but it doesn't matter. 4 players up for Northwestern, and the lead taken back.
Gun here.
So, looks like a heavier lean than most of these rounds have started for Oregon. It looks like 1 or 2 players towards mid and 3 towards A. This might be faster paced, and Northwestern is getting a little far back. Yeah, the Rays all instantly committed. There's not going to be anyone to target with this, though. They're actually completely off-site. Submerge is playing back in a very deep corner. And
Result goes off, they're fully up.
They're not capitalizing on this space, though, and all 5 players from Northwestern are here. Aquatic not ready for Sloth up close, gives one away. Chura tries to trade, but goes down 2. All 5 players in good positions for Northwestern, but their crosshairs just aren't. Oh, they need this kill on current. Will get
Spike
traded
down
instantly,
A.
but at least they got 1.
Kvox gets his.
Good, but Davey and Clancy closed it out. That
Take
was
what's
just
useful.
really
My ultimate is
awkward
ready.
fights for Northwestern. Players were well positioned, but it just didn't. They just couldn't capitalize. I don't know if it wasn't coordinated or if Oregon just had the better aimers in those exchanges, but it's gonna be tough. We'll see the op
We got
get brought
Aquatic
out
on the
again.
op.
And Shura on the Odin. Maybe the more exciting of the 2. Aquatic
So just
backing
a
up
common-
just as this player goes for the
Oh, a
very
great
awkward,
deadlock.
But K-Box
Kill.
won't capitalize. Okay, he does get the kill.
Poison's off.
No, that was a great grab net. Stopped him right in the double satchel while K-Box was staying. And Aquatic gets the
does hit
kill.
the shot. Yeah, unfortunate. Clancy really felt like he had a timing there, and if not for the op, he might have, but just the worst possible angle to walk into, maybe. All three of the remaining players mid here. There's no sensor from hell this round. Stan not known for his object permanence, so that might give him a bit of anxiety. I'll just back out here. The blind's not gonna hit this. Oh, the angle's great, but his crosshair is all over the place. The Sky
Alright, once
comes
again,
out.
just
The op is
Aquatic
holding this.
backside. And they actually go A off of this information. The
30
full
seconds
pivot.
left.
It's actually a beautiful
Great
call.
call.
Shura in an awkward spot too. The open not the best for that cross. And K-Box goes down. That's actually the man advantage given up.
Spike
Oh my
planted.
god,
Oh,
they're not gonna
no!
see each other. Ships
What
in
is
the night.
this timing? Oh, Shura looks back. Doesn't get the kill. Okay, finally. What an awkward timing.
Poison orb emitting.
Thanking God for that, maybe, on Shura's side. They're gonna completely come through CT screens here. And stats on site, but Current's in heaven. Not planted for this. Oh, Current misses a lot of bullets. That is so awkward. Stats is so isolated, but Current still gets one. What is this
Player
fight?
standing.
How do we
Oh.
not get that kill?
God,
I'm out of stuff.
I've just never seen
Alright,
an
like,
Odin
yeah,
lose that
yeah.
fight.
Timeout
And yeah,
definitely has to come in here.
No, that pause is from Oregon. They're rubbing this in. That is a brutal, terrible loss in a 3 versus 2 for Northwestern.
Dude, I'm rubbing my eyes like a goddamn Looney Tunes character. What the fuck did I just watch?
God. Yeah, that is tough.
It
That
is
is
tough.
tough. Really just,
You know, all good.
it might be.
Surely we eco this, get our heads right, and let's start making some good changes. We have 5 ultimates. 5. Do you know how many people we have on a team? 5. This is beautiful.
Yeah, you have to consider the deadlock all will be missed, so.
Yeah, so it's really just 4, but that's still a good amount of ults.
Yeah, 4.5 with the zoning power of the deadlock all, maybe. But really just hoping, praying that Northwestern can get their head back in it after what should be maybe a soft half-five.
Surely Northwestern has a well-defined good plan here.
The
Right.
default with the half-vibe could not disagree with you more. Instead, well, maybe a little bit of coordinated aggression here on A, but I think Oregon is happy to just give up this space and
Toxins going
they
up.
know they have that space with that deadlock wall. The sensor's very deep, but on the other hand, Oregon is taking vents.
Don't get
Awkward
in
to
my
fight
way.
alone, and K-Vox committing that
Toxin
ult.
screen. Toxin screen down.
It's really not the worst ult. It's a lot of wasted space, but oh, down goes Stan. Oh
And
boy, there's Vance.
Isolating himself in vent there.
Let's see if Submerge wants to get aggressive here. We're trying to crunch on this Viper, but yeah, just ran
Way too
away.
far away. And
Now
that
we're not
Viper
aware of the
actually
lurk up.
makes it impossible for K-Box to help his teammate. That's actually really good planning there from
Killed.
awkward corner.
30
Current goes
seconds
down.
left.
That's a rifle available.
Where you are.
And they'll invest the Cypher ult to secure this 4 versus 3. Yeah, this Viper ult just makes things very difficult for Northwestern to get out of heaven here. It's actually working against them. It's like a permanent smoke to the other side.
Oh, we're not aware of the late mid lurk too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
this
Viper
one's
ult's
wrapped.
just gonna make it even harder. This is gonna be at least one
One
kill.
enemy remaining.
Oh, make it 2. K-Box will finally get it, but
And we'll just
I
save
mean,
the rifle. Alright, gotta
not-
remember this one was an eco, but still just seeing that lack of coordination really is not a great sign for Northwestern.
3
definitely
down.
painful. And K-Box will pick up a third to at least do some economic damage, but about all there is from Northwestern this round. Remember, that was the half buy, so it's not the end of the world by any means. But this will be the last chance if Northwestern wants to close this out in regulation. Or if Oregon win this one, they're going to have money and overtime secured, whereas Northwestern's going to be shattered, I think. So, very important here. Looks like an early A fight postured for Oregon. The deadlock wall is going to be in a good spot to stop this.
Satchel out.
So things could get very awkward for Savy here. Yes,
And we
done.
doubled.
Walled off from his teammate. It is
Let's see,
awkward,
can we
but-
capitalize on it? No, not really. Please, this fail.
Old
No, tough.
ears can't figure out what direction it's coming from, and that is unfortunate for Stan. Maybe in his prime.
I got the spike.
No one close enough to hear that. Whenever it was dropped, maybe before the round even. And a bit of a more active hold than we've been seeing from Northwestern on this mid.
Toxin screen.
I mean, could be well timed because Oregon's got 3 players walking up on this, including the spike. Yeah, well timed
Let's just
dodge.
see if
Lets
we
them
can
put
do
the
a
wall back
crunch.
up. Just gonna be trying to stall this out, it looks like. But Oregon happy to wait. In the meantime, Current's gonna try to lift up, and they're kind of giving back this A heaven space. Savy will get the opening.
Take them.
And the fatal
They're
goes
gonna
out,
catch
but
one,
there's just
but
nothing
that's
to
an
do with
important
this.
kill from Shura. Oh, doesn't get this one though. That is
Oh.
so bad from Shura. Can't hit a single bullet on Savy.
That's a great
with a
kill
nice
from
timing
Smurge.
peek.
Ends up in a 3v3. We do have deadlock ult here, so
Oh, but Current on
Oh,
this
the
alert. This
wrath
is
is
so
just-
fast. It's waiting for. Oh, doesn't wait for
Enemy
two.
remaining.
Aquatic could have traded that, but
Oh,
not
the
with that
snap.
shot. And Stan in the 1 versus 3 gets the first, but instantly backstabbed by Stats. That is brutal from Oregon to win that. That is
Match point.
3 match points and almost no money on the side of Northwestern. Do we think this timeout can save them?
no. I do not think so. We just look too uncoordinated. The Oregon just looks so comfortable just bobbing in and out of the kind of just spaces when they don't have space, while we kind of just seem like we're trying to take 1v1s, and the 1v1s are just not landing our way.
Yeah, there's a lot of individual plays coming out from the Northwestern players, and unfortunately just not playing as well as last game. And it's tough. Maybe the coach will have some sort of adaptation to figure this out, but at this point, it's kind of a Hail Mary either way.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? Between the Hail Marys, let's just throw in a Stan ult. If we really want a Hail Mary, maybe one of those will hit. How about I change my answer to that? If Stan hits his ult this round, I think they have a chance.
Let's see now.
That would be a really, really good start to try to bring this to overtime. Unfortunately, it looks like he's more poised to wall himself off than try to go for some early aggro with his ult. Maybe in a good spot to take
Barrier
one off the
deployed.
B exec if it comes through.
Sound.
It looks like it will be. There's... Ooh. Submerge spotted, I think, 2 players on that. And they're going to hear a lot of this space
My ult's
on
ready.
B main. But Oregon's not looking to commit to this yet. On the other hand, Northwestern has committed 4 players over to this side of the map.
Yeah, we are. Anything? Oh god, please use your ult, Shannon. Don't just take a 1v1. You've been holding your ult for 7 rounds.
Won't be a 1v1 from the look of it. Might be swinging into 3 here. Shura should have first contact.
Scout destroyed.
And the dog is broken before they spot the close shotgun, but both of them are gonna run it anyway, so they're gonna know that there's 2 male here.
Just pull your ult. Just pull your ult, please.
Sensor
Please
tripped.
pull your ult.
No
Best
escape.
case
You tripped
scenario,
him.
they're
You
worried
tripped him.
about Ben.
You tripped him.
Oh,
Literally.
the net doesn't work and Shura goes down. Oh,
And we're gonna die
blind.
with
Oh, the ult misses though. Stan's gonna get the opportunity. Savvy actually just ulted here.
30 seconds left.
Oh.
Never a kill. K-Box? Almost
Doesn't
had it
convert the
there.
second.
That is,
Oh,
that
and
is very
spray from
sad.
hell. And the pivot to A,
Aquatic, really
2v3.
good trade. Really necessary trade even to even try to keep Northwestern in this. But the post plants are
Welcome to
going to be
my
very tough.
Spike
world.
planted.
And Submerge is on the other side of the world here. Aquatic fighting in a 1v3 right now. Has a good angle on this, but not ready for Stats. Stats isn't ready either, though. Oh, the Viper ult is going to be very awkward. It doesn't cover backside either, so they've got a ton of space to hide in. They need to speed this up. There's a trip here. We'll know about it. A little bit of fade util, but yeah, the cage and the Viper ult really just a
One
lot of
enemy
awkward
remaining.
isolated space. Stats spends
Ace.
them through, and Aquatic goes down without any.
Attackers win.
Really
So much
clean
land
after
is
the
there.
initial 5 lost rounds
On many
out of
fronts.
Oregon.
Yeah. Map 2 goes to Oregon. What a interesting one to watch, for sure.
Yeah, that was a little bit brutal.
Yeah, we'll see if map 3 we can regroup and see some of that map 1 presence. But
Yeah,
we'll
but
see.
it is Corrode, and I don't think half the Northwestern players have ever cracked it.
Yeah, probably not.
Unlucky.
GG, go next.
Yeah, we'll see you guys for map 3. Welcome back to the third map in what was first a beautiful showing from Northwestern and then a miserable showing from Northwestern.
A lot like Kanye, we are
You
bipolar.
hate to see this. Some would say the second. Okay, I was gonna say Stan's hovering a character that isn't Deadlock. This might be the Rapture. But thankfully we got the Deadlock lock. So, looking a little more close to home for most of these characters. I see Kvox has locked Viper 3 times. Now, got a lot of kills last map, but the impact was often too late. There were a couple of rounds that he just left too long and got some exit kills. It's not low impact necessarily, but really it was Submerge, the only one doing work to keep him in that one. Stan, also absolutely dog shit game coming out from him last game. Pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's tough to watch. By tough to watch, I mean tough to watch.
Yeah.
It's like a well done steak that you just keep chewing.
Yeah. You just can't get rid of it. You just have to.
You just can't. You just have to swallow it and go next.
Yeah, and we'll hope that Stan has gone to rehab or something and tried to figure out.
Rolled back. Fountain of Youth, maybe? I don't know, maybe a physical therapist.
Probably what's needed at this point. I do like the mix-up we're seeing from the Oregon side. We'll see the Smokes player is the same, but Clancy this time picking up that chamber. And I think they swapped roles a little bit around here for the Waylay player as well. I think that's Current on the Waylay. Wasn't previously playing the Duelist, I don't think. But other than that, pretty standard. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Northwestern leaning a bit of an A default here. Maybe looking for some mid space, trying to pinch through connector. But it looks like at the same time, Current's gonna try to go for a peek on this Waylay, like pretty early probably.
Stealing sight.
Viper Wall might make that sketchy. Omen Blind certainly does, so Current backs
Yeah,
all
and
the
we
way
are
up.
just sending it. Yeah.
That clone is not even slowed, actually completely missed everything there. Savvy will get the first one. Current
Spike
second
down.
slot there. That is brutal
Last player
shutdown.
standing.
Yeah, a flawless shutdown on that. Guys?
Does Northwestern know that the game is live? Because to be honest, it didn't look
Unknown. Per sources, unknown.
That's a nice triple coming out of Current. Able to really hold that spot, looking back and forth between Connector and A-Main. Getting 3 there. And then good support from the other players. No one goes down. Stats and Clancy don't even have to rotate. So Northwestern, I think, going to be a full eco here. Hoping to put something up better on the gun rounds.
Toxin screen down.
Spike down
Current with
A.
another easy pick, it seems.
Spam is interesting. I think that's a little close for comfort from Savvy versus these classics, but he's got the ghost. Not worried about it. Kvox with the They're not trying to fight
Spike
that.
down A.
Okay.
Flawless.
Current with a couple calibration shots, but Aquatic can't capitalize more than a dink, so all good. And that is 0 deaths in 2 rounds for the side of Oregon. Yeah, you do just hate to see it, but columns of zeros on the side of Northwestern. But this round they've got the gun advantage. We'll see if they might have at this point, to be honest, lost their mental edge. It's been almost an entire game's worth of pretty badly played rounds from them. Probably feeling a little bit disjointed. Hopefully the break between games, they got to stand up, get some water, do anything except what they were doing at the end of match 2.
Yeah, maybe reflect on why.
Yeah. I think that's important. not very much knowledge of this B take. They're actually going to get to walk out. The jump spot from Clancy will get the information, and Sloth is here as well, but this is...
The trip is still up. Shannon did not break it.
And they're going to let stats rotate as well. Ooh, the TP out. That is the worst player you could have netted, and Stan goes down for it as well.
45 seconds here, we just have no space.
This is not how you want to see Northwestern playing versus the bonus round. Savvy beats Kvox on the lurk. That is just tough. The TP goes The merge will get one. Stats is
30 seconds left.
doing tricks up top mid. But Clancy's got this hold on lock, and Shura's worried about more than one player being here. They've actually rotated off, but... Oh, it's very awkward with that. Clancy has to back out, so they will get some space sight, but it's 2 versus 4. Oh, and the dart's not
One
great.
enemy remaining.
Sloth will get that kill, and Shura's just got to commit to
10
his plan.
seconds left.
Just gonna get
Doesn't go
spammed
down
down
to
to
spam.
50. And
Will
Clancy with
trade
the
it out.
3K ends
Yeah,
out the
that is
round.
Just a
That
very,
was
very...
not promising.
No, very good round from Clancy, capitalizing a lot on the kind of the awkward smokes that Northwestern put down to try to get out on B. But couldn't figure it out. And already we're seeing the timeout come from Anima. Last time they took a timeout in a situation like this did not really bear fruit. So... I'm not hopeful that we're going to see a ton of change. This is very early, though. I think I'd like to see this hero rifle come out from Stan. I think he could use some confidence. I think if I
Gotta run him
played
down.
as bad as he played that last map, I probably would have just forfeited map 3, but...
Wise.
I think at this point he's just got to fully commit to the delusion. You've just got to buy the rifle and take your ones and hope that you can win it to get some momentum back, because outside of the personal momentum, we need to start seeing like some star plays come out from Northwestern. The way that they were so dominant on map 1 was that they were just always the better individual. They were always getting 2, they were always in a better position. That hasn't been true for an hour now. They are just throwing almost every positional situation that they're in, and they're not trading off each other. So you just have to be the better aimer. And Stan will be giving up that hero right now. Instead going for a stinger. You can see his confidence is shot.
We're going, by the looks of it, for another A rush.
Gonna fall back here.
A slow would just go so crazy.
I was gonna say Kurt's in an awkward spot, but the double dash gets him all the way out, and actually another
Living
kill
with
on
1
mid.
HP.
Ooh, Sloth's not ready for that, but Aquatic's reloading, so it doesn't matter, and Submerge can't get the trade. Kvox super far from his team, just lurking, waiting for a push-up here. He will get a push, but... Oh, don't let him walk by. Don't let his teammate check you, and his teammate does check! Missed shot. Kvox goes down with nothing somehow. Oh my god, that is brutal. Submerge wondering, how's he supposed to pick up flawless?
Alright, now this is the true round to look at. We got rifles versus rifles. Let's see if we cook something up in the timeout.
This is probably the round that Anima was calling for. Unfortunately, Northwestern right now isn't really fielding an IGL player. You would expect someone like Stan to maybe take up that role, but I think if you let him call, every round would look like those lost 3v1s that we saw on Split. So, probably keeping him quiet, turned down in the TeamSpeak. Dart broken this time. A little bit of spam damage goes either way, just a chip. Able to take this space connector blind. This blind, I think it hits 2, doesn't catch all 3.
Yeah, nobody there to act on it though. We'll see. I'd imagine a waylay ult is going to get used here on this kind of retake here. Or maybe they're just going to stand their ground.
Close. Submerge gets
Harry.
2, that's really good. Oh, but
And
Current
Current
gets
just
2.
immediate 2K.
And we will be seeing the waylay ult. It looks like they're a little bit On the edge of this, though, the nerfed size might come back to haunt these players, expecting to swing into some slow motion opponents. But they both walked through it and flopped kills. Oh, what?
They decided not to
doing?
swing out of it and instead swing into it.
Both of them were standing on the
Curious.
edge of it when it started and just walked into it. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think we need Cash Patel to look into this.
FBI, please investigate.
FBI.
It looks like there's some sort of conspiracy with how bad these guys are playing. Can someone check the betting websites?
This is actually going on Polymarket right now. Interesting.
Yeah, stand 5370 with a $5,000 bet if Oregon wins this match. That's what it's looking like. But really
Anyone
just
have funds
hoping
to spare?
that they can match it up, because Aquatic, K-Vox, and Stan are all sitting on zeros right now.
Slow down.
Another attempt at this fast mid presence just gets stunted. Oh, that scan. No big spam damage, so not the end of the world, but Oregon knows exactly what's happening here.
Poison's off.
They'll just get out of this fight. Stan is all the way up, run and gun, classic. This would be a good ult if he could ever hit one in his life.
Yeah, tough scenes when you just see it pulled with no
Spike
plan.
planted.
Just a
Deadlock
prayer.
wall. The deadlock wall is instantly down, so they're not going to be able to just ignore the enemy space. They're really going to have to think about it. And there's a low player here. Stan has no health. Oh, goes down, and Clancy gets another with the off. They see the player on elbow, but K-Vox actually
K-Vox
picked up
too.
both those kills. Clancy needs
K-Vox
to
held
spam.
with an off, but
Last
1v1 is
player
here.
standing.
And Aquatic wins it
Aquatic
out.
has it. Clancy might just think about saving this op. This is very awkward. Cannot possibly win this.
It does look like
He's walking
Northwest is
forward.
going to get its first round.
Okay, decides to go back.
Are we going to die to the spike? Guys?
Boys
Lose
and
both
Oregon
rifles.
mid.
to the
Guys?
spike. I don't think we have the money for this.
Guys! Alright, someone check the Polymarket. That's
tough.
not normal.
That's really tough. Because there's just not money for rifles. Clancy's
Even
gonna be
tougher
wishing
because if
he
they
had
lose this
Outlaw.
round, they have no loss bonus.
Yeah, this is just very difficult.
That's not ready.
Northwestern really making things as hard as possible for themselves. It's a good round win to get on the board, but giving up every player just makes this hard. This Odin, this could be very bad. They need to break the dart this time, and they will
they do.
merge. Oh, but the
The
spam
damage
goes
is
down
just going to go
anyway.
either way.
They've got a 4 versus 2 on this site, and saving Clancy get back all the way up.
Spike planted.
Or sorry, saving current. And Stats is here as well. They've got 3 players to click on this rotate. Make that 4. Everyone except Clancy. K-Vox spotted that out, but he won't be flanking in one, so just a late position.
Nice slow down.
Probably be ready to. Omen blind back the other way.
Got the shotgun here. Oh, please don't overpeak with the Bucky.
The Molly is off on. This is weird, but Turek gets 2 with the classic. Absolute
The
chaos
Bucky is
here.
great here if he just picks it up and starts spamming it.
Actually won't spam it at all, and the Odin starts to spray through, but they're not getting this.
Last
They don't have
player
half on the
standing.
spike, and sure
One
still
enemy
alive. That
remaining.
How is... Okay.
Clutch.
Yeah, sorry, don't know how to commentate that one.
Okay.
What?
Wonderful, wonderful triple kill coming out from Shura this round. That was sorry, quad kill coming out from Shura this round. Actually beautiful, single-handedly saving what looked like a pretty lost retake with all that spam versus the Odin. But hey, you had to see some sort of quad kill at some point, right? If it takes chaos like that, maybe Northwestern are looking to replicate.
Yeah, somehow this is how we get our second in a row.
It's just an awkward angle. They're not going to come through this. They're just going to all go. And the Dart won't scan. Kvox, what are we doing? Scoping in for no reason. Doesn't let him gets the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, we're just getting run down.
Flawless.
And Sloth just drawing the full CSGO AK spray pattern before cleaning it up.
Down and to the right.
That's just tough. I'm not even sure how Northwestern managed to get so few kills in that exchange. They were smoked off from the op even. And the judge that was in connector didn't get anything either. They just lost the spam fights and the straight up duels with the rifles. That's exactly what they were setting up for, and it went terribly.
It's looking like just a flat out B rush for this one. Very interesting.
Can't blame them. Everything's been going wrong. I mean, this is not a bad spot. Forcing Fancy off, Stan into Omen blind, so Stan has a good spot here, but Sloth has this.
Sloth just gets 2!
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, just a full shutdown.
Just brutal. Can't
Tough
quite
looks.
reach the ghost. Kvox last alive. Becoming a bit of a classic.
Toxins
Clearing this, and they won't even get one. I think that's the fourth flawless round out of the 9 that have been
They will
played.
make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
Really
Yeah,
looking
hard to
tough
imagine
here.
how this was a 13-2 on Sunset. Really just 2 entirely different games played.
Yeah, the Northwestern team seems to have aged decades since that Sunset match. Really just playing without much direction. Oh, the first fight instantly lost. Kvox, the lurk player, going down right away. Stands behind him, but not close enough to trade. And it's gonna be awkward. Stan will get to choose
Throwing net.
And Aquatic instantly trying to ult off this. Will find that there's a completely empty A site.
Listening.
And we'll get to set up some Utes though. But no one spam off this. Shura, what?
Yeah, like Shroud is what they say.
Oh, and we're peeking behind the deadlock wall. We're completely safe from the angle and we face it anyway. Stand and submerge. This is just going to be a very difficult 2 versus 4.
No
They back
surprises.
themselves into a corner. They'll know now. They can hear this player, and that's a good shot from submerge. They know where the
do a
O
fatal
is.
Face your fear.
They hear both on site. Oh, this
Last
slow is
player
very awkward.
standing.
Submerge needs to help his teammate, but he just doesn't. We're shooting a ghost, and Clancy just cleans up both.
Tough to watch.
Yeah, certainly hard to figure out really what one thing is going wrong for Northwestern here. It seems like everything's kind of just falling apart.
Another half buy coming in here. Looks like it just flat out B rush once again. Let's see if we get any sort of different result. The Chamber is starting mid, so a little bit different. Maybe they'll get a bit luckier here.
Yeah, they do have a much weaker setup here. Even the Omen is completely
Cover going out.
It's going to be Stats and Sloth. They're going to come all the way back. They're not fast enough to see this TP, and that smoke is going to make the eye really awkward. They don't know to be up here on Heaven. Aquatic will go down for 3. Stan has his ult out. Will get one, actually, but that scan is going to give so much information over to the Omen.
Welcome to my world.
We're investing Deadlock ult
is
and
yours.
Viper ult, so this is a big round now.
They really have to not get scanned by this. There's an Odin for the spam here, and you're going to go down if you're not careful, Stan. Oh, the Sova ult as well. This
Don't
could
miss
be
me too
brutal.
much.
They have so much to go through
Slow
these
them
walls
down.
here. He's playing in a good corner. This is really, there's just no way to know this. These
One
spam
enemy
trades are so
remaining.
brutal.
Last player
But
standing.
Kvox is still alive, still playing on the edge of this, and will get
Just
around.
ratting
This is such
around.
a good wrap. Stats has no idea he's running, and Kvox really saving that round with the ult and those 2 kills.
Last
Great.
round
I mean, honestly,
in the half.
it's a good round.
Yeah, that's 2 good, well-used ults, I think, coming out from Northwestern, saving a round that really they had no business winning after that initial exchange.
Leave alone.
It was so awkward. Stan pulling out the deadlock ult while long range facing down one of the Oregon players somehow still comes away with the kill. Just very weird.
Toxins going up.
And the other Viper Pit will be used here on a main. They're trying to go through. Very
Yes,
awkward.
Stan's
What is that
defending
kill
it.
from Stan? And he gets a second one!
Okay. My type of frags.
And finally, the lurk goes Kvox's way. He's gonna get out of this too, I think. Sloth really
Spike
hard to
planted.
sit here and wait for it. Only tags once. Stats is in an awkward spot. Has this ult on the last round, but really, what can you do with it? This
They're
corner,
looking like an 8-4 half here.
yeah,
Take flight.
will be Northwestern probably able to capitalize on this. Reveals the crossfire, but the only
One
team
enemy
is
remaining.
very awkward.
Flawless.
Won't even be able to get one. Northwestern with a flawless of their own, and Stan, insane 2 entry kills, honestly.
Switching sides.
That was black magic from Stan to get that first kill spammed through a wall through the Viper ult, and then to kill the Viper instantly afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what this defense side has in play for us, but hoping to see some more coordination out of Northwestern and esports here.
I think we will. I think it's tough to do worse than what we just saw, and those 2 rounds at the end are a very big recovery. Northwestern actually does have a buffer here. They're not completely condemned just by losing 1 or 2 here anymore. So as long as they pick up this pistol, wiser than to fight the chamber again. That's good from Kvox.
Good damage.
Current getting away there is a little bit awkward. That molly's going to do a lot to keep these players stuck in a main. Kvox still worried about this connector play, but there's actually no one there. Instead, Current has rotated back here, has absolutely no health, and will be swinging first, so probably, no, it'll be Savy goes down, and the second kill is so easy. Oh, but Submerge goes down. That's both kills traded back. That's not ideal for the especially with Chura still so far away, but that kill from Aquatic is really good. Still going down.
There's another
Giving
one here,
his fights
Aquatic.
back. Stats! No, only takes him to 1 bullet range, and Chura's just so late here.
Spike planted.
Very awkward angle being played here by Clancy. Shura's gonna have a hard time clearing this out, and if he's not ready for the grab, he's not ready for this backstab at all. He's gonna get shot in the back of the head. Oh, almost whipped.
Oh, a little whiffy, but we're all good.
Scanning ahead.
I'll be
Level
9-4
heads
for
until the home,
Oregon.
yes? Good.
This is really unfortunate pistol round to lose for Northwestern. This puts them in a very tight spot. They need to win one of the next 2 rounds probably, or else it's just too far gone.
Time to jump.
Looks like they'll accept their fate this round, playing with 4 classics in the frenzy. Probably not planning to get much here. On the other side of things, this is a little bit of an awkward... Oh my god, now it's very awkward. Kvox is actually on this side of the map alone with the bomb. Stats is trying to make sure that they don't pick up that sheriff, but has to go back. Can't risk losing the spike alone. This makes things very slow for Oregon.
Definitely surprised with how Oregon is playing this. Typically on an eco, you just group and hit something.
Yeah, they're so
This default is
separate.
very interesting.
Very sketchy looking play from Oregon. If they give up another kill, this is suddenly very winnable for Northwestern. I think the weapons advantage and clearing out this A main space still too strong. And Submerge going down definitely opens things up a lot for Oregon here. Now they can regroup mid, but Clancy is trying to make a play alone. Will catch Shura in the back. That is so unfortunate. It's off both deadlock sensors in the meantime, but now yeah, they're just getting picked apart. Unfortunately, once you lose the man advantage, it's just near impossible to class 6.
30 seconds left.
Stan here
enemy
will have an
remaining.
advantage, but what a shot. Current adjusts that instantly. Stan jumping there. A little bit questionable. Kvox last alive after getting that first kill. pretty unfortunate. Did pick up that sheriff. We'll get a second. But
Some clean shots in this round, at least.
yeah, but unfortunately, it's just impossible. The team gave him nothing to work with.
Yeah, just too little, too late. Really would love to see some set barrier strats or something from Northwestern. And this default is just not working.
Yeah, it's pretty bad to have no mid aggression, no A aggression. Not trying to peek B really.
There is no passion. There's no aggression. You know, there's no mindset in this Valorant club.
It really isn't.
Tough scenes in B apartments.
And it looks like more of the same. They do have an Odin at least, looking to spam down that mid angle, but this looks like a default coming out from the side of Oregon here, and we'll just have to see. If Northwestern takes ones and goes down, it's just going to be more of the same. Spam won't really find anything, but Northwestern's kind of cut off from the info with that Viper wall. Not taking a lot of space either. But on the other hand, trying to bring in on this B site, they'll break the wall, and Shura actually doesn't rotate the short way. Instead, they're letting a little bit of time pass here. Ooh, K-Box will spot out maybe what looks like an A rotate with that drone coming, but it's just more of the default here. Spike is down all the way in spawn, so Oregon not committed to anything. No. Ooh, Submerge lucky to be alive there, but does get the kill with the Odin. Stan taking up that mid space. Ooh, I think he spotted stats there.
Big fight here.
Oh, and Clancy lurks up a little too far.
Fight's starting to finally go Northwestern's way.
Yeah, and this is the exact
30
inverse of what
seconds
we've
left.
been seeing. This is one at a time. Oregon's just feeding themselves to these different fights, and Northwestern's winning.
On the blind on the way in and still
but
gets
within
one.
range.
One
Stan,
enemy
an
remaining.
important trade there, and the second kill is
Spike
beautiful.
down B.
And a
Absolutely
3K for Shannon.
clean 3K.
Maybe that's what he needs.
Stan heating up could be exactly what Northwestern need to stay in this.
You know what? Let's just see like a 5 walk down mid. Why not? Start shooting a little bit, boys.
They gotta do something. Take a mid space. And again, awkward. The net doesn't catch anything. Stan wants to fight this. He's gonna walk through this. Here's them running
Oh,
away. This is good
yes.
timing.
Insta clears everything.
Completely closed off. He's gonna clear behind the box. But Clancy
Oh, what a
snaps.
snap.
Gets it. Submerge trades one back, so on the bright side, it's not completely lost space for Northwestern. Oh, bad lurk from Sadie, I think. That was very awkward with the wall. K-Box let it go down. So they do have the B site. He's looking up very far. Shura has that right away, and they've heard. These two players are now
Another
isolated from each
1v1
other.
here.
Current and Stats can't really help each other. Watching the dog,
Dog
is very
doesn't
big
clear.
there. We're ignoring that TP.
Last player standing.
Ooh. I was gonna say Current can't delay forever, but
Too bad.
his teammate goes down. He can't delay at all, and will go down to the backstab from Shura. Good patience there. Shura not taking the one, really isolating that side player.
Spike diffused.
So, despite Stan
The dimensional fabric here is thin.
unfortunately getting
tear
hard
through.
diffed,
And a timeout coming in.
yeah, still enough pressure to maybe get Oregon a little worried about this.
I'd like to see one of the Northwestern people actually roll out an outlaw here.
Yeah,
They will just be on the half armor. They could just go a little sniper action would be quite nice.
Yeah, if they've been following the economy, they should know that there's not a lot of money on the side of Oregon, but
If they are broke. A lot like me. Powerful.
yeah, I think the Northwestern players maybe not properly observing this. Instead, we almost got 3 Odins. Instead, we'll have 2. That seems kind of ambitious to me. Stan alone on B again. And we're gonna have, instead of 3 starting mid, 3 starting A this time. This looks like it might be set aggression from Northwestern.
Sound sensor.
But yeah, Aquatic will swing out, and that's a good way to heat up. Been having a bad game so far, but the entry in this round, very important. They're happy to just slow this down. They've got the Odins on these lines, so...
Yeah, the spam should be great.
Not a good game to be playing on the side of Oregon. Way too long, and it's just gonna be a lot of bullets through a lot of walls. Stuck in this corner.
Doing it.
Smoke out the connector, but they have 3 players on this A site. 2 of them doubled up, watching for this left side walk up. And the Odin is here. So this range is not going to be favorable for the Stinger. And the
Mouse
Spam.
one. Oh, what a trade. Oh, wait.
But sure, gets his gun back out in time. Needs the second, has it, and the
And the
third.
third.
Just human.
And a good hold from Northwestern after some, honestly, impressive trades.
Yeah, really clean shots coming out from Oregon on that, but sure has got gun back out in time. So, no harm, no foul. I think the op is a little bit risky here.
Time to jump.
Will be 5 players for Oregon, all on the other side, this A side. And
Toxins going up.
the spread apart hold here. Kvox with the Odin on the elbow side, and then on the connector side, Shura. Smoke's late. They're already past this.
And the slowdown, but the Molly is just so good here.
Oh, they will double up that slow, but it doesn't actually hit. Savvy still gets the kill off the Omen blind. Looks like they want to swing through this. They have a timing here. This is... they're just not going to come back to that.
Spike
Stand
planted.
for nothing. Ooh, a little bit awkward of a fight there, and Shura gets 2. 3 health left on. Let's see.
Last
On the
player
same
standing.
side, yeah, that is not a good shot from Aquatic. Submerge gets a trade, and all of these players are very, very low. If you just start spamming, he just might get kills here. Not prepared for the double up. Okay, though. Yep. Saving will swing that, and there's just nothing Submerge can do about it. There's got to be a collective 50 health here left on the side of Oregon. That was actually a very close round, but it's just the fight's not going the way. Really need to see. We need to see more of these multi-kills. The clean hold from Stan, the clean hold from Shura. Those 3Ks were really the momentum that they needed. And
You want to play?
Looks like-
Let's play.
it looks like the default just might be giving too much space.
And now with the op out, this is even scarier.
We'll clear out mid here, but they're just sitting back and watching it with that chamber ult. Oh, and Stan is very aggressive on this. Smoke will come
Name
out.
a better combo than Stan and being uber aggressive on the deadlock.
I'm surprised he didn't commit to a spray off of them breaking that trip, but I'm willing to just hold the net here. He's got Aquatic to support him, and they've got 1 more deadlock sensor. So it looks like this B-Lina is going to be the end here.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, and that's going to make it very awkward.
Actually, I mean, a solid hold. Just the instant break, and he's gonna go aggressive. He is. He's just gonna get traded.
I don't think that was a good trade. I don't think we needed to give that away, especially after they invested the Sova ult and the dart for 0 damage.
30 seconds left.
But
Find you.
But I'm really unsure about this Viper's Pit on A. It just gives them full visibility on pretty much just entry into the site. It's just, can Kvox live this? Does he have a molly at least? He needs to molly. He needs to molly if he has a molly.
Ooh, Clancy has the shot, and now they're all converging on Kvox here.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, but 10
Actually
seconds,
gets
they
the
need to get
first kill.
through.
Shura gets the second. This is over. Unless stats can find us, and he
enemy
can't out of. Oh, man! But it's
Oh.
too late.
Stand corrected. The greatest Viper ult I've ever seen.
It really was very important for Kvox to move out of the corner right before they hit there. They were just going to spam those corners, and if he was sitting in one, he had been for the first 15 seconds of that ult. He would have gone down instantly, but he gets one, sure gets a really important second kill, and there's just not enough time for Oregon to recover it. Unfortunately, because it was that close, the economic damage isn't really there. They're going to be able to buy this round, and they're probably going to be able to buy one more if they can get a save. So Northwestern has a lot of work ahead of them. Oh, Aquatic, great
That's a
opening
great
kill.
start.
Stan wants to go for more, it looks like. Net's gonna pick up 2, but actually doesn't swing off of it. Very conservative from Stan. The smoke here and the bomb being so far away really is gonna make Oregon rethink this. Savvy on this lurk, unless you just spam, there's just no getting past this open. Yeah, that is just brutal. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, this Odin spam, just letting that chopper sing.
I say that. He actually got the dink on Kvox. So Kvox has 10 health, and Aquatic going down means that this B site is a little bit weak.
Watch them run.
Yeah, they know that Heaven's open after that kill, so Sloth is gonna ult up there, and Stan just can't clear it out. It's gonna be very awkward. Submerge has the angle on Current. Ooh, I say that, what an awkward piece.
30 seconds left.
Sensor trigger.
And that means Stan can't hold main. Current can get past with a dash and gets a second one. Kvox is on 10 health. They've completely given this up.
out.
Not even that much damage. You've got Current tagged down a little bit, but these fights, sure needs to win probably.
Enemy remaining.
And he won't
And
even get
Current
the
is just
first one.
snapping. He needs to save this Odin.
Watch has to save now. And he'll go down to the classic. Northwestern has money after winning a couple of rounds, I think.
Match point.
This is really just tough. It fell apart so hard. Current getting that kill mid and then distracting Stan from watching the D main cross. It really all fell apart after that Heaven kill. That's too much space given away, and probably one of the best Omen ults that you could imagine with the amount of space that it grabs. I stand
We'll
corrected.
see. 4
Northwestern
chances
doesn't
for
have
Oregon
that
here.
One stand. Very awkward for Stan here. There's 3 players and one of them's close, so this swing could be walk into this and Stan gets one for free. Can't follow up to the stun either. Sloth can't get the trade. So really good look here for Northwestern. Stan facing for no reason. The spam will be lucky.
Another one. 4v3.
Really giving away these kills for no reason. Aquatic not TPing out. Stan facing into a smoke. It's just collapsing around them, and it's Shura alone on this. This lurk through A from Kvox is well timed, but I don't know if Shura can really hold enough space on this B site to make the retake realistic.
Yeah,
Submerge is
definitely not,
still so
especially
far
with...
away.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say. This group and hit is just going to be too strong. Sure would need to get 2 here to make it really doable, to be honest. Oh, this Viper's Pit even's harder.
Yeah, it needs to get
Spike planted.
days. is aware that there could be one main. This is a weird spot for him to be. He looks away at a weird time. Just can't quite see stats. There's a Viper right on his left. He's probably just getting spammed here.
Gets away just in time.
Gets this kill on the close left, but sure gets caught reloading, so it's value there. Kvox
Kvox gets two.
Doing all he can, spots out Clancy as well. Do they know?
One enemy remaining.
Do they know?
Player standing.
They now know.
Kvox has done
Oh,
great.
and Submerged gets the take.
No.
Attackers win.
A great attempt by Kvox.
Really nice 3K from Kvox, but it's just not quite enough.
And that ends it. Oregon takes map 3. 13-8.
Extremely tragic collapse from Northwestern on map 2, and they just never quite recovered. It really is brutal.
Yeah, TS brutal, bro. They should go back to the drawing board on some of those.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But
Alrighty.
Valiant effort out of Northwestern. I'm sure they'll come back stronger next time because it would be hard to be weaker.
Plus 1.
Yeah, so good game. University of Oregon. Very impressive plays during the second 2 maps. We won't talk about map 1 for your sake. But
Alright, that's it. I'm gonna get off.
yeah. Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys. Fuck my Chungus life.